Morning friends, how are you all? Welcome to your Sunday morning relax and reset class. My name is Nadine and as always I'm so happy to be sharing this class with you today. We're in the office and my plan is for us to finish class today with some longer holds, some longer stretches. So we need a little bit of extra equipment. So if you have some pillows of different sizes, that would be really handy for the end of class. Even blankets that you can roll up, anything like that. And I've just got a little box here that I'm going to use as a step. You could also use, say, a yoga block or a stack of books or a shoebox, anything around the house. So go on and gather a few things to get yourself sorted for our longer stretches at the end of class. And we will get started in just a moment. I hope you've all had a really great week and enjoyed your PFP classes this week. And I can't wait to set you up for success, our theme for the month, for our classes starting tomorrow. All right, let's sit down and get organized, get ready to get started. So I was inspired by my theme for today's class, talking with one of our participants. And we had a conversation about how all-consuming Parkinson's disease can be. All-consuming, you know, but also that there is so much more to each and every one of you than the fact that you're living with PD. You all have wonderful life histories, hobbies, different ways of thinking, opinions on things. There is so much more to you than being a Parky, as I know as a nickname for people living with Parkinson's disease. And so today I just wanted to, I guess, highlight that, to remind you all of that, and start with a short loving kindness meditation that we will do just for us today. So usually in these meditations we start directing loving kindness to ourselves and then take it out to those around us. And I know you have a lot of love that you like to share with all of those people around you, but for today let's just do it for ourselves. And as we're doing this meditation, perhaps it's an opportunity for you to pause and reflect and remember on all the other amazing qualities and things that make you who you are, and to recognize that, to feel gratitude for that, and to send yourself a little bit of love. All right, so let's get started. Get comfortable in your chair. If you want to use some of your pillows and cushions and blankets that you've gathered, go ahead and set yourself up. We'll be here for about 5 minutes. You can settle back in your chair, relax your feet out in front of you. And soften your shoulders down away from your ears. And let's open class as we always do with 3 cycles of breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, deep breath in and a long breath out. One more full inhale and a slow, steady exhale. If those deep breaths felt really nourishing and good for you, you can continue to breathe in that way. Otherwise, release the control of your breath now. Let your breath return back to its slow, steady, spontaneous rhythm. Close your eyes down if they aren't already, or maybe softly gaze down into your lap if that feels more comfortable for you. And take a scan through your body, starting at the crown of your head, relaxing the muscles of your forehead, the muscles around your eyes, between your eyebrows. Soften your cheeks, relax your jaw. Gently draw your shoulders down away from your ears, and then feel this sense of heaviness take over the whole length of your back body, relaxing your upper back, middle back, and lower back into the support of your chair. Heavy your pelvis down. Create a sense of ease of the muscles at the fronts of your hips. Relaxing through your thighs, and let that feeling of relaxation wash over you all the way down to the tips of your toes. And equally from your shoulders all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Enjoy a few breaths here. And as you breathe, just taking this time to turn your awareness inwards, notice how you have arrived to our Relax and Reset class today. Notice how you feel in your physical body. And remembering that how you feel today may well be different to how you'll feel tomorrow, how you felt yesterday. Notice the thoughts that are moving through your mind and your energy levels right now. And take all of that in, acknowledge how you are in this moment without feeling the need to change it in any way. Enjoy a few more moments of stillness exactly as you are. And perhaps as you pause and rest this time that is just for you, let your mind wander to all of the wonderful things that make you who you are, that make you unique and special. And of course, living with PD is one of these things, but it is not everything. So just allow yourself to feel gratitude for all that you are, every facet of your being. And as we move through this loving kindness meditation, keeping this idea in the forefront of your mind that you are more than this disease. Again, just taking a moment or two to acknowledge how you feel. Not how your mind is telling you how to feel, but how is your heart today? And without trying to suppress these feelings or emotions, hold them in your heart. Sit with yourself in full compassion here. Take a deep breath in, feel yourself fill up with fresh energy, fresh breath. And as you breathe out, allow yourself to let something go. It may be a worry or event from the week that has passed, a sense of discomfort anywhere in mind or body, or anything at all. Twice more, just like that. Breathe in, gather in. Exhale, release. Let something go. One more time, take a full breath in. Before you exhale, consciously bring to mind that which you are choosing to let go of. And then exhale, release it all the way out. Keep your breath slow and steady. Sit in full awareness in this present moment. And then bring into the image of your heart a picture of yourself. The first picture that pops into your mind. It may be a snapshot of a memory of something that happened to you this week, or you doing something that you love. Or maybe you imagine yourself sitting right in front of yourself right now, a true reflection. And take note of how this image or how it feels to fully anchor your awareness inwards on yourself. And as you visualize yourself, feel into this image with all of the sincerity that you hold within your heart, all of the love and compassion that you hold within your heart. Offer this prayer or meditation to yourself. May I feel peaceful and at ease. May I know safety. May I feel kindness and compassion. And may I know love. Let these words echo through you. Offer them to yourself with all of the generosity that you hold within you. May I feel peaceful and at ease. May I know safety. May I feel kindness and compassion. And may I know love. Notice your breath as it stirs through your heart, igniting this compassion for yourself. And sit with these feelings for a few more rounds of breath, and as you do so, start to deepen your breath. Soaking in the stillness, maybe the first time that you have had time to be still, sitting with yourself today. Enjoy another 3 cycles of breath, lengthening the exhale more and more with each round. And at the end of your last exhale, draw your hands together in front of you and start to rub your hands back and forth, as if you are warming your hands up over a fire on a cold day. And so keep that rubbing of your hands back and forth going for another breath in and a breath out. Place your hands over your heart. Feel the warmth of your hands down through the top that you're wearing. Feel the warmth of your chest. Rise up to meet your hands and take a deep breath in. Feel your chest rise. And a long breath out. Once more, just like that, deep breath in. And a long breath out. Draw your hands together once again. Rub your hands together, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And place your palms over your eyes. Feel the tingling of energy in your palms, the warmth of your hands over your eyelids. As you next breathe in, pull your spine away from your chair, sit up tall and blink your eyes open. And as you breathe out, float your hands all the way down into your lap. And welcome back to your space. So I hope you found that meditation soothing. And what I would love today in class is in the chat if you could jot down a few things that represent who you are, other than the fact that you are living with Parkinson's disease. If you're watching this at a later date, please make a note in the comments. We read every single comment and we want to get to know you better, all of you. All right, slide to the front of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. Heel toe your feet a little wider than hip width distance apart and set your feet up directly beneath your knees. Then find that length through the sidelines of your body from your hips to your armpits. Create space. Relax your shoulders all the way back and down. Take a big breath in here. A long breath out. Slowly draw your left ear down towards your left shoulder. Drop your right shoulder down away from you. If you have the range of movement in your shoulder, you can take your right arm out to the right side and then weave it all the way around your back so that it comes to hook along the left waist. If you don't have that range of movement, no worries at all. You can hold on to the other side, underside of your chair on the right, or extend that right arm out towards the right side. Just all about seeking stretch through the right side of your neck here. And the different ways that we set up our right arm can facilitate that stretch. But it's really not about where the right arm is. So just enjoy that stretch on the right side of your neck for one more breath in. And a long breath out. Keep your head tipped towards your left shoulder. Draw your nose down towards your left armpit. Feel the stretch now move more to the back of your neck on the right side. As you inhale, draw your nose up towards the sky. On the exhale, take your nose down once again, or look down. And on the inhale, look all the way up. One more just like that. Exhale, lower. Inhale, look up. And look straight ahead once again. Draw your head upright. Take your right arm out from behind your back if you had it there and give it a little bit of a shake out. The right arm comes to rest. Right hand rests on your right knee. Draw your right ear down to your right shoulder now. And then again, options with the left hand. You can reach your left fingers out towards the left side of your space. Hold on to the underside of your chair on the left, or even the leg of your chair. That feels quite good actually. There you go, holding onto the leg of the chair. Or if you have the range of movement, go ahead and take your left hand behind your back, maybe even all around to the right side, all the way around to the right side of your waist. I'm going to hold on to the arm of my chair, the leg of my chair I should say, on this one because it felt really good. And then take a breath in, gaze up towards the sky. As you breathe out, look all the way down to the floor. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. One more, just like that, breathing in. And breathing out. And lift your head upright. And release your left hand wherever it is. Give it a little bit of a shake out. Take your left hand to rest on your left knee. And then just gently turn your head from side to side, just releasing any tension out through your neck. Gentle turn, side to side. We're in no rush. If ever there was a time to slow down, it's during relax and reset. So moving slowly, breathing deeply. And let your breath continue to anchor you here in this moment over and over again. And gently draw your gaze straight ahead. As you next breathe in, reach both hands up to the height of your shoulders. As you breathe out, draw your hands towards your face and tuck your chin in. So make lots of double chins. You'll feel a stretch at the back of your neck. Inhale, press your hands forward. Release your chin. And as you exhale, float your hands all the way down alongside you, either side of your legs. Breathe in, sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Look up. As you breathe out, hands turn towards your face, tuck your chin in. Inhale to press away. And exhale, sweep your hands all the way down, and you can take your gaze down to the floor as you do this, stretching the back of your neck. One more time, deep breath in, reach those hands high. Breathing out, turn your hands towards you, tuck your chin in. Inhale to press away. And exhale, lower your hands all the way down. Keep lowering your hands down and back until they reach to the back of your chair. If that's a little bit too far back, you've got the underside of your chair that you can hold on to. So wherever you are, just find a firm grip, press your chest forward. Let's take some half circles with the head and neck, circling in one direction and back in the other direction. And keep pulling against your chair, using that resistance to help you deepen these stretches. Deep full breaths, once more in each direction. And gently draw yourself all the way up. Nice, everyone. Take your right hand to your left knee. Breathe in, sweep your left hand up and over to the right side of your space. Pause here as you breathe out. One more inhale, reach a little further to the right. And as you exhale, draw your left hand down to the front of your right knee so the arms are crossed. And pull your hands against your knees and feel your upper back round, the space between your shoulder blades grow bigger. Draw your chin down to your chest, deep breath in here. Long breath out. Keep the cross of the arms, right arm will be under left. Bring your arms up to the height of your shoulders, and then let's come into an eagle variation. So we've got 3 different shapes we can take. Cross your hands to opposite shoulders and give yourself a hug. Bring your forearms up so that they're vertical and connect the backs of your palms. If you have a big depth of range in the arms, you can reach around and catch a hold of the fronts of your palms. Any variation is absolutely perfect. And then widen your feet slightly. Wherever you are, lift those elbows up a little bit more. And then it's time to just wave from side to side, continuing to stretch out through the sides of the body, through the upper back. And you can turn this gentle waving into some little circles, around in one direction and then in the other, gazing up to the sky, down to the earth. Keep that breath deep and full. This flowing movement going for one more breath in. And a breath out. Free both hands all the way up to the sky. Gaze up, inhale. As you exhale, let's take our twist. Left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches way back. Inhale, 2 hands high to the sky. As you exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale and take your twist, really focusing on opening up through the front of your chest. Inhale and exhale, last twist to the left. 2 hands reach, big breath in. As you breathe out, let your hands float ever so slowly all the way down to your thighs. Moving really slowly, feeling the air brush through your fingers as you lower your hands down. And eventually allowing your hands to come and rest on your knees. Hold on to the fronts of your knees once again. Let's take some big circles. Breathing in as you draw your chest forward. Breathing out as you move back and around. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Back in the other direction. Breathing in, draw forward. Breathe out, circle back, chin to chest. Twice more, just like that. Let your breath guide your movement. And eventually draw yourself all the way up. Heel toe those feet once again a little closer in towards each other. And then take your left hand to the front of your right knee or the right thigh if the front of the right knee feels like a little bit of a strain. Sweep your right arm all the way up and over to the left side. Pausing here, and then from your right outer hip all the way to your right fingertips, breathe and create length. One more inhale, growing long. As you exhale, circle your right hand all the way down to the front of your left knee, or gripping onto both thighs if the knees are a little hard to access. And then pulling your hands against your knees, rounding through your upper back and taking some deep, full breaths to the space between your shoulder blades. Let your chin draw down towards your chest. One more breath in here. And as you next inhale, keep the cross of your arms, sit up nice and tall. Reach your arms up to shoulder height. And remember, we have those 3 variations. So a lovely big bear hug, forearms vertical, backs of the palms drawing towards one another, or the full eagle wrap. I'm going to enjoy a big hug for this one. Lift your elbows up nice and high. As you breathe in, tip your upper back to the sky. And as you breathe out, round in. Draw your elbows down to your low ribs, whatever variation you have with the arms. Twice more, just like that, breathing in. And breathing out. One more, full inhale. And an exhale. Nice, everyone. Unravel the arms, reach up high, breathing in. As you breathe out, float your hands forward and down, bow your torso forward and down. Two hands reach, lift yourself up. And as you exhale a little more forcefully now, bow. Keep going just like that. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out, release. Release, swing your arms back energetically. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take it down. Twice more. Big breath in. Release as you breathe out. One more. Inhale. And an exhale. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Full breath in. Find a prayer. As you breathe out, draw that prayer all the way down to your heart center. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms out in front of you. Round through your upper back once again. Pausing here as you breathe in. And as you breathe out. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, float those hands wide and down. Nice, everyone. Okay, let's use our second chair. So turn your second chair to face you now. Come on, a little angle here. Widen your feet so you can draw your second chair almost between your knees. And then reach your hands forward to the back of the chair. Allow your chest to bow forward and down, and you may even like to shimmy your hips a little bit further back to deepen this stretch. And let your chest just sway down to the earth. If you're doing this standing, you can keep your feet hip-width distance apart. And walk your feet back away from the back of your chair as your spine lowers down, creating an L shape with your body. Everyone, let's enjoy 2 more breaths. A big breath in. A long breath out. One more. Inhale. And an exhale. And slowly start to draw your body up. Take your hands to the base of the chair. Walk yourself up so that your spine is long once again. And then go ahead and hold on to the outer edges of your chair. You might need to shuffle your hips slightly forward again. Gripping onto the outer edges of your second chair, as you breathe in, we're going to use it to help us facilitate cat-cow. Really arch through the whole length of your spine. Look up to the sky. And as you breathe out, you'll press into that second chair and round through the whole length of your back. Inhale. Use your hands gripping the second chair to facilitate that greater opening. Press your chest between your arms. And as you breathe out, almost pushing your second chair away from you, round through your spine. Inhale one more time, deep breath in. And as you exhale, breathe out. Drawing yourself all the way back up to a neutral spine. Now let's take both hands to the right side of our chair. The right hand will grip the underside of your chair. Left hand will just come to rest on the right side of the base of the chair. And a little bend into both elbows. Cat-cow here on an angle as you breathe in, arching through your spine. On the breath out, rounding and really enjoying that deeper stretch through the whole left side of your body now. Inhale, pull your heart forward. And as you exhale, round. You can always creep your left hand slightly forward for the rounding, or play around with gripping onto the side of the chair with both hands. Breathing in, pull your left shoulder back. As you breathe out, round, and particularly enjoy that stretch through the left side. Come all the way back to a neutral spine, full breath in. Walk your hands back to the center of your chair. Set them up shoulder width distance apart. Let's do some shoulder blade protraction and retraction. So just moving now our chest or upper thoracic. On the breath in, you'll press your chest forward, and as you breathe out, round. So imagine your shoulder blades sliding towards one another as you breathe in. It's a much more subtle movement, and as you breathe out, they round. Again, this can be done in standing and may feel slightly easier in standing even, because you can put your weight behind it. Let your chest drop down between your arms on the breath in, and as you breathe out, puffing up just the back of the heart, so not the whole spine like our cat-cows. Everyone, let's try 2 more just like that. It's a stretch, but it's also work for the muscles of our upper back. So you may feel that little bit of fatigue, and even though the movement is small, it requires a lot from these muscles that help us with our posture. All right, and then let's come to cat-cow on the left side. So grip the underside of your chair with your left hand. Right hand comes across, either just to the base of the chair on the left side, or to grip the left side as well. As you breathe in, you'll press your heart forward, arch through your spine, feel your tailbone press back. And as you breathe out, tailbone rounds to the back of the chair, and then your whole spine rounds. Draw your head down to the earth, and particularly feel that stretch through the right side of your torso. Twice more, full breath in. Noticing how this movement is for the whole length of our spine. Long breath out. And slightly different to that protraction and retraction. 1 more inhale. And an exhale. Lingering here for another cycle of breath, just enjoying that stretch on the right side of the torso. Nice, everyone. Come back to a neutral spine. Sit yourself up tall. Whew. My upper back feels brand new. I hope yours does too. A little sway from side to side, just releasing any lingering tension. Let me turn to face you again. And let's finish off that sequence with a big twist. Okay, so setting your feet up together now, drawing them together to touch. Bring your hands to a prayer and tip your body forward. Now breathe in here. Think about that length from hips to armpits. As you breathe out, we're going to twist to the right. Left elbow can come to rest on your left thigh, on your right thigh, or on the outside of your right leg or your right knee. So find a place to land your left elbow. And if you're finding it hard to bow all the way down to your leg, a great little trick to bring that distance a little closer to you is to cross your right knee over your left. Okay, so wherever you are, anchor the left elbow down, and then press into your left elbow and revolve your heart around to the right side. And there's always your cushions and pillows as well that you can rest on your lap to again bridge that gap if crossing the legs isn't an option. Pause here, take a full breath in, a long breath out. 1 more, inhale. And as you exhale, settle in. Great, everyone. Slowly come back to center. Sit up tall just for a moment. Unhook the right leg if you had it crossed. Let's do all that on the left side. So tip your body forward as you breathe in. And on the breath out, enjoy that twist. Remember, anchoring the right elbow anywhere that feels good. I'm going to keep my right elbow anchored to my right thigh this time. Press into that right elbow and use that resistance to revolve your heart to the left. If you can, gently creep your gaze up to find the point where the ceiling meets the wall in the space that you're in. So looking up and breathing in and breathing out. 1 more inhale and exhale. Nice, everyone. Draw yourself all the way back up. Free your hands down and just take some freestyle movement, whatever way feels good to you, to release out any lingering tension that you may have. All right, heel toe the feet a little wider once again. Catch a hold of opposite elbows, and as you breathe in, lift your arms up overhead, beyond your ears if you have that range of movement. Any amount is also good, just lifting up to a place that feels sustainable, where you can hold the stretch for 2 more rounds of breath in and out. And then release the arms, sweep them wide and all the way down. Great. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, let's move into our sun salutations now. So a little bit more flowing movement to breath. These can be done seated or standing. So just find a variation that works for you. If you're standing up and you need extra support, remember the back of the chair is your friend. Always have it close by, or a wall close by, anything that you need to stay nice and steady and safe. Sit up nice and tall. I'll run through the first round and you join in when you feel ready. Sweep those arms wide, big breath in. Find a high prayer at the top. And as you breathe out, bow and lower your prayer all the way forward and down. Take your hands to your shins, breathe in, lengthen halfway. Feel your arms draw back, your shoulder blades move down your back here. And as you exhale, completely fold forward, rest, and let your head hang heavy. Release out through the back of your neck here. Then press firmly into your feet. Sweep those arms wide and all the way up to the sky as you breathe in. On the breath out, draw your left hand down to your right knee. Inhale to reach right arm all the way over to the left side. A little bit of a different sun salutation here. Then enjoy 2 circles with that right arm. One more, big breath in, looking to the sky. Long breath out. Finish with your right arm over your right ear, reaching to the left, inhale. And as you exhale, right hand comes down to meet your left knee. Press your heart to the back of the space. Pause here, one more breath in. And a breath out. Unravel the arms, sweep them wide, full inhale. Find your prayer, bow down to the earth as you exhale. Take a halfway lift, hands to shins, breathing in. And as you exhale, bow forward and down. Sweep those arms wide and high, inhaling. And on the exhale, it's a little twist. Right hand comes down to find the left leg. Inhale, reach your left arm up and over. And pause here for your exhale. And then enjoy 2 big sweeping circles with that left arm. And use these circles as a way to revolve your heart even more up towards the sky, enjoying that stretch. Finish with your left hand up or left arm up and over your left ear. And then on your next breath in and breath out, settle your left hand down to the front of your right knee and round through your upper back. Unravel the hands, reach them wide and high, full breath in. I'm just going to go through what this will look like standing. As you breathe out, bow forward and down. Find a halfway lift, everyone, hands to shins, lengthen the spine forward, inhale. And as you exhale, bow. If you're standing, a little bend through the backs of the knees here feels really fantastic. Sweep those arms wide and high, full breath in. As you breathe out, your twist looks like a catch of the right waist with your left hand and the right arm up and overhead. And then 2 big circles with that right arm up and around. Settle your right arm up over your right ear for 1 more breath in. As you breathe out, if you're sitting, go ahead and catch a hold of your left knee And if you're standing, reach both hands in front, interlace the fingers and round through your spine. The arms are crossed here in standing as well. Pausing here, big breath in and a breath out. Release the arms, sweep your arms wide and high, inhale. Exhale to bow forward and down. Find a half lift, a full breath in. And exhale to bow. Press into your feet wherever you are. Reach those arms wide and high, inhale. As you exhale, right hand reaches around to catch left waist or left knee, and your left hand reaches up and overhead. Pause here, and then introduce those lovely circles back again. One more circle. Steady your left hand over your left ear. And then circle your left hand down and around, catch a hold of the right knee or interlace both hands out in front of you, arms are crossed. Everybody round through your upper back, breathing in. Stay for your breath out. As you next inhale, uncross the arms, reach up, find your high prayer. Let's do one more round of that on each side. Exhale to bow forward and down. Halfway lift, full breath in. Exhale and release. Press into your feet, reach those arms wide and high. And as you exhale, left hand comes down to catch your right knee or your right waist. Right arm reaches up and over to the left. One more breath in here. As you breathe out, start those lovely big circles. Let your breath guide the way with these circles. One more. I think I'm adding more circles on with every round. Just feels really good, doesn't it? Then steady that right arm over your right ear, breathing in. And as you breathe out, right hand down to your left knee or interlace the fingers out in front of you if you're standing. Then everybody press your heart to the space behind you. Last time through, unravel the arms, reach them wide and high, inhale. Find your prayer, draw it down to the earth as you exhale. Halfway lift, a full breath in. And exhale to bow as you breathe out. Sweep those arms wide and high, inhale. And as you exhale, right hand to your left knee or the left side of your waist or the left thigh, left hand reaches up and over. One more breath in here. And then start those circles. Moving really slowly with these circles, and if anywhere along the way feels like it needs a bit more of a stretch or a bit more breath, then simply pause and soak that up. Enjoy that. Settle your left hand over or left arm over your left ear for one more breath in. And then circle down and around, catch a hold of your right leg or knee or interlace the hands. Everybody press your heart to the space behind you, drop your chin, breathing in. Breathing out. Unravel the hands, reach them high, and draw your prayer all the way down to your heart as you breathe out. Bow your head down to your fingertips. Bow down to yourself here. Notice how you feel in your physical body. Notice how you feel on an emotional level and an energetic level. And once again, let's use this moment of stillness, this moment of pause, to offer ourselves that loving kindness prayer. May I feel peaceful and at ease. May I know safety. May I feel kindness and compassion. And may I know love. Bowing down, acknowledging all that you are. A hero living with Parkinson's, amongst so many other things. And when you're ready, float your hands down alongside you. Give your arms a little bit of a shake out. Let's pause and have a sip of water here. And so we'll seal class out today with some longer stretches rather than our usual sort of warrior sequence is what I call it. I'm going to do some longer stretches now, so it's time to put all of those cushions to good use. You'll be using your second chair. We'll start stretching out our hamstrings. So if you have a big cushion, you might want to pop that at the back of your chair so that you can rest your foot in it. And the little cushion might be really helpful to slide underneath your knee. But let's go ahead and start with our left foot, scoop under the left leg, pick up your left knee, and then slide your left leg onto the chair. Now, this may already be a huge stretch for you for the back of your hamstring, and if it is, stay here. There's no need to go any further. If you feel that you can extend the leg straight a little bit more, you can allow your left knee to drop slightly. And then with your cushion, your second or third cushion, use as many as you want. You may want to pop that on your lap and use it just to fold your forearms over and bow your torso forward and down, and you're bowing forward and down until you feel that stretch at the back of the hamstring. If you don't feel it already, if you hadn't felt it already, I should say, we're going to hold this stretch for about a minute and a half, so it's a longer hold. Please make sure that it is a stretch that feels good for you. And of course, you can let your head hang down. Releasing out any further tension through the back of your neck or your upper back. Allowing your breath to deepen here. Noticing how it feels to pause and hold in stillness compared to the previous flowing movements that we were doing. And enjoy one more breath in here. And a long breath out. And then slowly drawing yourself all the way up. Lean back in your chair for a moment and take the stretch out of the back of your leg. And if that means bringing a little bit of a bend into it or even placing your foot down on the chair, go ahead and do that. And rock your knee from side to side, side to side. And then slowly slide your left foot off the chair. If you need to scoop under the left thigh to do so, please go ahead and do that. And I should have said this earlier, but if the height of the chair is too high, then you can use your step at this point as something to rest, or your books or your shoebox, whatever it may be, as somewhere to rest your left leg if it feels too high to get it onto the chair. But hopefully you will have modified and found something that works for you. Then let's take it over to the right side, picking up the right thigh. Starting slowly, noticing how it feels at the back of your right leg, the more you stretch your right foot out. And if you don't need that pillow or cushion at the back of your chair, you can always remove it. I just find it's a good way to keep my foot in dorsiflexion or my toes pulled back towards me, which means a greater stretch at the back of the leg. So nice to have something to push your foot onto. And then remember, your stretch does not need to look like mine. So just as long as you're feeling sensation at the back of your leg, that's all that matters. Relax your pillow over your thighs. And then slowly bow yourself forward and down any amount over your right leg. Start to deepen your breath, and if your mind immediately starts to wander, when you are in these moments of stillness and big stretch, then use your breath or use the sensation you're feeling at the back of your right leg as a way to keep you present here in this moment. One of my favorite little mantras to say to myself as well, when I'm stretching or breathing deeply or just trying to stay in the present moment, is on the inhale to internally say to myself, I have arrived. And as I exhale, I am at home in my body. On your inhale, I have arrived. Exhale, I am at home in my body. Maybe those words don't resonate with you, and maybe a little mantra comes to mind. Just enjoying 5 more breaths here. Maybe you fold a little bit deeper into this stretch. And then eventually draw yourself back up. Lean back in the chair for a moment. Bring a bend into your right leg. A little bend or a big bend. And maybe a gentle sway of your right knee from side to side. All right. And then slowly float your right foot down to the earth. Find your step or your stack of books or your box, whatever it may be. And bring that around now. Set it up. I'll show you this stretch facing the camera and also side on. So take your box to the left side of you, just outside of your left foot. Sit at the front of your chair and then bring your left foot, actually draw the box a little bit further in. Bring the outer edge of your left foot to your box, your blocks, your books, whatever you have, your step. And then you allow your left knee to move out towards the left side. And then we'll bow forward and down, but we're going to do this with the chair in front of us so that we can use the second chair to support us. But this is what the shape looks like in the legs. So for me to do that side on so that you can see how to use the chair to support you, let me just shuffle around. You'll have your box or your blocks just in front of you. Right foot can come out to the right side of the chair and then slide your second chair towards you any amount. Stack it up with 1 pillow, maybe with 2. And then fold yourself forward and down onto your second chair with as many pillows as you need. Folding forward and down until you feel that stretch and that sensation. You'll feel it on the right outer hip, and you may also feel it in your right inner groin. And then find your breath. Holding here for the next minute or so. Create a sense of softness through your face and depth in your breath. And if it's hard for you to do that, maybe you're a little too deep into this stretch. And so you can use more cushions to pad up your second chair so you don't fold as far forward. Or maybe even for you, sitting upright with the left foot in this position is enough of a stretch. Just find something that works for you. And deepening the breath. 5 more breaths here, exactly as you are. Allow these breaths to be unhurried, to be slow and steady. Last full breath in, and long breath out. And then slowly making your way out of this shape, and drawing yourself up, stepping your left foot onto your box or blocks so that the foot is flat, and just rolling your left knee from side to side. And let's take that on the right side now. So stepping your left foot wide, that'll be quite a different sensation from right to left. Bringing the outer edge of your right foot up onto your prop, and let your right knee draw out towards the right side. Then slide your second chair forward any amount, and remember, the more pillows and cushions, the better. I'm going to throw in another one for good measure. Then when you're ready, fold your forearms down over your pillows or your blankets, whatever you have, or maybe you're all the way down at the base of your second chair, also an option. Maybe you're upright, which is perfect as well. Find your edge here, and the edge is a place where you feel that sensation around your right hip joint, but where you can still breathe deeply, evenly. And 5 more breaths here. And at the end of that last breath, easing out of this stretch. These stretches as well, these longer holds, are really a great way to finish off your day. So to maybe try doing them before you go to bed at night. Just an idea. Plant your right foot on your prop and wave that right knee from side to side. And then we'll go straight into our last stretch here, which looks like, I'll just show you facing the camera, the outer edges of both feet placed down on your prop, and the soles of your feet drawing towards one another. They don't need to touch. And then both knees now fold out to either side. So you can keep your prop exactly as it is, maybe move it to the center of your chairs. Outer edge of the feet, let your knees float out wide. And then fold your body as far forward as feels good to you. Maybe you can come into this position where the cushions are almost tucked under you. You're giving them a bit of a hug. Relax through your head and neck, and the stretch here will be through the inner thighs. Maybe a little bit around your outer hips. So set yourself up, and once you find that sweet spot, immediately draw your awareness back to your breath, reminding yourself that there is nothing else to be doing in this moment other than breathing deeply, moving mindfully. And down to your last 5 breaths here. And eventually starting to make your way back up. Take your hands to the outer edges of your knees, fold them together, plant your feet down on your prop, and wash your knees from side to side. And then take as many of the pillows and cushions that you've just been using, set them up perhaps at the back of your chair or keep them on the second chair. And extend both legs to rest on your second chair. Lean back into the first chair. Heavy your spine back into the support of your chair. Relax your legs. Let your toes roll out to either side. And relax your hands down into your lap. Close your eyes down. Seal out our class with 3 cycles of breath. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And again, inhale and exhale. One more, full breath in and long breath out. Enjoy just a few more moments of stillness here. May there be kindness in your gaze when you look within. May you find a harmony between your soul and your life. May you arise each day with a voice of blessing whispering in your heart that something good is going to happen to you. May you never place walls between the light and yourself. May you be free from prisons of guilt, of fear, of disappointment, and of despair. And may you allow the wild beauty of the invisible world to gather you, mind you, and embrace you in belonging. Take one more full breath in. Long breath out. If you're feeling pretty good in this position, go ahead and stay exactly as you are. If you're ready to return to your day, bring some flickers of movement into your fingers and toes. And breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. As you breathe out, you can sit yourself forward. Blink your eyes open, start to come out of this lovely restful position. And that's the end of our Relax and Reset class today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed those longer stretches. And remember, if you haven't already, before we seal out class, please pop in the chat some of the other things that are wonderful about you. I'd really like to hear them. I'll see you on the chat and look forward to sharing this class with you and chatting with you all. If you haven't already, thumbs up for today's class would be wonderful and very much appreciated. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't done that. Tell as many people as you know about PFP, and trust that we will continue to do everything we can this year to provide you with wonderful exercises to support you in your journey with Parkinson's. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.